what's good? Y'all already know what time it is, man. It's showtime. Look, today, man, we have this very odd video. Basically, the security lady helped escape a prisoner. So we're going to see what's up with this video, man. If y'all haven't already, man, look, like, subscribe, comment. We are near 1,000 subscribers, man. It's a new year. Second video up for this year. More videos coming in for the next couple days to the next weekend, yada yada yada. But yeah, y'all already see I got that fresh lineup. You know, I gotta take my hair out though, y'all. You know, it's about time. I had these braids in for like a month. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but anyways, let me not waste any of y'all time. Let's just get straight into the video, man. Let's get it. Let's go.
It's the 29th of April, 2022. CCTV records prison supervisor Vicky enter through a back door.
Vicky? Yeah, I already knew I already knew that place was cooked. I already knew the jail was cooked. Her name's Vicky. I don't trust a girl named Vicky.
Half a minute.
I don't even trust the Vicky off of Fairy Odd Parents, and she crazy. So I know she crazy.
She comes back out with a prisoner.
That nigga look tall as shit. While you in jail, you need to be a center. You need to be a center. What are you doing up there?
A 6'9" giant.
I do it, but he look tall as shit. 6'9".
Serving 75 years for.
God damn.
They quickly leave in the car as police scramble to make sense of the situation. Vicky, a prison supervisor with a 2-deck.
Look at her. You can tell she be doing some sneaky shit. You can tell she do some sneaky shit. No cap. And I ain't even, bro, this not even about race. It just look like, bro. People say that about black people all the time, bro. Do I look like I be on some sneaky shit?
A long career and perfect record.
Perfect record is always the people with a bunch of accolades. Like, all those accolades blinds them for who they really are. A fucking criminal. A fucking thug. A fucking thug.
Appeared with a dangerous criminal. Police assumed that she was forced or manipulated into helping him escape. But that's when new evidence came to light, showing that she might have planned the entire thing. As a nationwide manhunt began, police would realize the rabbit hole went deeper than anyone.
Ooh, we talking bands, guns.
Ending with Vicky found dead with a bullet in her head.
In her head? Oh yeah. This sound like this is a movie. This is a movie. Dr. Insanity, bruh. Hey, man.
It's April 20th.
I don't know how you be finding this information and all the details, and you do diligence. Hey, bro, I appreciate these videos, though, my boy.
2022, and prison officer Vicky has just told her work colleagues that she's taking a prisoner to a psychological evaluation at a local courthouse.
Okay.
But something isn't right, as she's transporting the prisoner alone, despite rules mandating prisoners must be escorted by 2 officers at a time. But because of
I would think when you dealing with any type of prisoner, you would need like extra, like, especially female. I thought you would need like extra, like, security, extra guards with you, or like some type of thing, like saying like, hey, I'm gonna take this prisoner. Woo. She just, but the way she did it, that joke was smooth. She was just like, okay, get in the fucking car, hurry up. Hey.
In your position as a supervisor, nobody stops her, and it would be 6 hours before police realize that Vicky and the prisoner are never coming back. Desperate for clues, police start looking into the man that Vicky escaped with. It was Casey.
Yeah, that nigga tall as shit.
Serving 75 years in prison for domestic violence.
I thought it was 75.
Invasion, murder, and brutally attacking a man with an axe. But there was.
Oh yeah, nah, ain't no bullshit. Nah, I ain't fighting that nigga. He getting Swiss cheesed. You know, in my turn, in people's turn, Swiss cheese.
Stood out to police even more.
He too damn tall.
7 years prior to this, Casey had abused and manipulated his then girlfriend to a point where she tried to escape from Casey's vicious hand.
And I'm guessing she couldn't.
He successfully made it to her friend's house.
Oh, she did?
Casey would break into the house with 2 guns and full intent to.
Hey, bruh, this man got motherfucking double shotguns. Bow. And he ready to wreck hey, but that's crazy.
Both. Luckily, they both escaped and survived his vicious attack.
Oh!
But that.
Y'all see that? Hold on. Y'all seen that too, right? Hold up. Y'all seen that too, right?
And full intent to murder them both. Luckily,
Boom!
they both
That was a headshot! He aiming for the head!
That's when
He aiming for the head!
began a series of carjackings across several states until finally getting into a tense standoff with multiple police officers.
Casey, put the gun down. Let me see your hands, man. Put the gun down, Casey. Put the gun down, bud. Casey, put the gun down. Just relax a little bit.
Kobe is that?
Hey, Casey. Casey.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna get you a sun drive if you'll be still. Just be calm.
A sun
You
drop.
ain't got no more gun on you, dude. No, you got that pocket knife.
It's unusual, but the cops rolled a drink and a pack of cigarettes towards Casey, hoping this would calm him down and avoid a shootout. Miraculously, this actually worked, and the cops were able to move in. And
A
make
sun
arrests.
drop and some chewing
This
tobacco.
interrogation gave cops
Hey, everybody
a
got their
clear
niche, you know?
view into just how insane this man was.
I've been playing away just to kill her ever since. I couldn't wait no longer. I had to do it tonight.
Do you regret what you did tonight?
I regret I didn't kill him.
Damn.
Police now had a clear picture of who Vicky just helped escape prison.
So Vicky, Joe lame man, you put a motherfucking killer back on the streets. That man don't regret shit, bro. Y'all had to calm this nigga down with a sun drop and chewing tobacco. I think not. I think not.
She works at a completely different prison, and there's no plans for Casey to ever see outside these walls again.
No bull.
Well, 1 year later, Casey confessed to a murder, resulting in him being moved to a different prison. This kicked off a series of events that would eventually result in Vicky's death. The murder that Casey confessed to was a 4-year-old cold case. It's unclear why Casey owned up to it now, but he was able to give specific details that nobody but the killer could have known. And after a short trial, he was quickly transported to a new prison.
Bro, this nigga's in a do y'all not see that this man's in a different bro? This nigga was in an orange jumpsuit, an orange and white jumpsuit, a yellow jumpsuit. Bro, what the fuck? Bro, what the
Same one
fuck?
where Vicky worked. Vicky is 56
These
and
rainbow
has
ass
been divorced
jumpsuits.
for several years and put her heart and soul into her job. She was a model employee and popular among her colleagues, but her life had become boring and lonely. She wanted to
Hold on. So Vicky, so if your life been boring and lonely, go find you a man. Not a man that, I ain't gonna say not all prisoners are bad, but that nigga right there, he got issues. They had to calm him down with chewing tobacco. This man, brother.
Casey showed up. That's exactly what she got.
Did she
They
felt-
slowly began to talk more and developed a connection. They bonded over their shared last name and began to think that they were destined to be together. She started.
So she fell in love.
Off and
This is giving, I can't, this is nowhere compared, but it's kind of giving, Joker and Harley Quinn. Yeah, this was giving.
Despite having a great life on paper, Vicky had become enchanted by her feelings for Casey and was ready to throw it all away to be with a dangerous criminal.
Yeah.
But how can this happen? Well, it turns out it's not as rare as you might think. Some people are attracted to dangerous people. They know they could kill them at any moment, but it's special knowing that they choose not to. On top of that, Vicky had...
It's giving, Nah, I can't even compare it. I was gonna say Black Widow and Hulk, because, you know, Hulk calms down whenever Black Widow's around, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if Scarlett Johansson was around, hey, I calm down too, but I don't think it's giving this down.
trapped in her day-to-day life and as though she had nothing to live for. If she could make a break with Casey, it'd at least be exciting, even if it did mean throwing everything away.
That don't mean
Casey
shit.
was serving at Lauderdale.
That don't mean
He
nothing.
allowed him unrestricted access to parts of jail that prisoners aren't normally allowed to see, including areas that aren't covered by security cameras. Many speculate this is where the pair were intimate with each other and formed their plan to escape. Even at this point, Vicky still had no idea that this would turn out to be the worst mistake of her entire life.
And wait, didn't they say she got killed? Did she get killed by that nigga
For
though?
her escape, They decided to do a test run after Vicky told her colleagues that Casey had an appointment with a judge at the courthouse. Of course, there was no appointment, and they just sat in her patrol car for 9 minutes before returning. But now they know this works. They're ready to make preparations for the real
She's
thing.
planning
2 days before their
everything.
escape, they're spotted on camera passing notes. It's thought that this was them discussing the final part of their escape plan. But by the time this footage was discovered, it was already too late.
It was too late.
April 29th,
Too late.
2022, everything was in place, and they're ready to make their escape.
Oh,
Vicky
shit.
holds a senior post at the prison. She has certain powers that she's about to take advantage of. She arranges to send 12 inmates and 5 deputies to court on the day of the escape, leaving her as the last remaining officer in the
She really an architect in this room, man. She planning this shit out. She know exactly what to do. Ooh, hey Vicky, you cold, gal. You're cold. But your ass seeing the Tupac concert doing this dumb shit. Jesus
prison
Christ.
with transport
That's crazy.
privileges. She then tells her bosses that Casey has to be taken for a mental health evaluation. Looking at the surveillance footage, it's clear something was up. Vicky has her firearm with her, something that is strictly forbidden inside the prison walls. She's also walking in front of Casey instead of behind him, showing she trusts him not to harm her. By helping Casey to escape, esteemed prison officer Vicky has thrown
See now, Vicky, Vicky. All right, I ain't gonna say I'm the, I ain't gonna say I'm the brightest motherfucker, but when you think to turn off the CCTV or like you just don't give a fuck? Cause like me, I don't want no cameras, no nothing. Me personally. But I guess she didn't give a fuck. I ain't gonna lie. She probably just did not give a fuck.
everything she had.
I don't want no cameras on me, bruh.
One pivotal moment has become a criminal.
Vicky's always been a good girl I went to school with. It's gotta be other people involved, and Vicky's just a scapegoat. You knew her, you loved her.
I feel like if she had anything to do with it, it was definitely love.
Vicky and Casey casually
That
walked
love,
out of
man.
prison
Love
to
is
a patrol
love
car
is strong.
away to freedom. It took 6 hours before anyone noticed they're missing. When the prison calls the courthouse to see what's taking so long, they're told that there is no appointment, and they come to the horrible realization that Casey has made a break for freedom.
I mean, it ain't hard to find him. What? Let me see something. It ain't that hard to find that nigga though. Cause look. Well, let's see. He's white, brown hair. He can change the color of his hair. The nigga's 6'9". 6'9", hazel eyes. What? He's a nigga. Scar. Yeah, left, right. Okay. Weight 3'4". I ain't gonna lie, nigga. You tall as shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. You cook. Niggas gonna be able to find your ass. It don't matter. And they got pictures of you with your hair. Oh yeah, nah. You could.
Has made a break for freedom. To evade the authorities, they quickly ditch the patrol car and flee the state. And the cops now have no clue where they are, where they're going, or how to find them. Marking the start of an 11-day manhunt that will span the nation. On day 1 of Vicky and Casey's escape, the cops try to find clues at Vicky's home. But she's nowhere to be seen. In fact, she doesn't even own the house anymore. As part of her plan, she sold her house for extremely...
Ooh. Weeks before the escape, she sold her house for $95,000. Far below the market value. Sold her car, filed for retirement. She also bought an AR-15 rifle, shotgun, added her 9mm service weapon with a... Ooh! Oh, nah, I ain't gonna lie, hey. Ride or die. Vicky's your meaning of ride or die. I ain't gonna lie. She's your meaning of ride or die. Like, nah, for real. Like, bruh, hey.
Cheap. With the money, she bought vehicles, guns, and most suspicious...
Oh, she ready to go down and guns blazing.
This is the first indication the cops have that Vicky doesn't intend on coming back and is ready to start a new life with Casey.
Hey, man, hey, look, go ahead, move to Mexico, bro. Call yourself, Hansuela, and, you know what I'm saying, you straight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just stay in Mexico, Cuba, whatever the fuck. Just get there now. Well, she ain't get there now, but she ain't even get to that point. She on the kill cam.
Detectives when the patrol vehicle
She is
they used
on
to
the kill
escape
cam.
is found abandoned at a local shopping mall. And even worse, there's no surveillance footage covering that area of the parking lot, so they don't even know which direction they went.
Damn.
But on day 2 of the manhunt, a tip-off from her family blows this case wide open, as it's revealed Vicky has been renting a storage unit. Police are able to locate the storage unit and discover that she was renting it with a burner phone. But despite their best effort to track this new number, the cops came up with nothing. But the existence of this new
she's
phone
a ghost.
is the first solid evidence that cops have
She was a
showing
ghost.
Vicky planned this all along and was actually a willing participant instead of a hostage.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get the sense they were actually with discovered he was not forcing her in any way.
Right, no, he was not forcing her. It was a mutual relationship.
Yeah.
You'd think that this would help the investigation, but things only get more insane and confusing from here on out.
What you mean by that?
After realizing that they're essentially back to square one, the cops return to the shopping mall where they found the abandoned patrol car and decide to comb through all of the surveillance footage from the days leading up to the event. That's when they spot Vicky a few days before the escape, parking a car in a nearby parking lot. And this isn't her usual car either. It's one she bought only a couple days earlier, a 2007 Ford Edge that the cops quickly realized had to be their getaway vehicle. But when police went back to the parking lot and the supposed getaway vehicle was still there, they realized that Vicky had left a decoy. Police
Ooh, Vicky, girl. Ooh, Vicky, you smart. Hey, Vicky, smart as hell. Okay, Vicky. Okay, Vicky. She was like, y'all ain't better get me with this one, but I'm gonna let her leave this decoy and then we better get away in another car. Okay, Vicky. Alright. I thought she was, hey, okay, Vic. Alright, Vicky. Vicky, she's so icky and sticky.
had just lost their only clue, while giving Vicky
Okay, Vicky.
a head start.
Vicky.
Since they abandoned the Ford, the cops assumed that they have to have found another vehicle in the area, and lo and behold, they quickly picked up another lead. A homeowner nearby told them he sold his Ford F-150 pickup truck to a man who approached his house on the day Vicky and Casey went missing. That man is described as being around 6 feet 9 inches tall.
Boom! Just like that! Just like that. What? God damn. Camera. Can you please? Oh shit, my camera is dumb, y'all. Hold on, let me fix this real quick. Oh my god. And we're back. I had to clean off my lens. Like, bro, that shit was dirty as fuck.
And looked exactly like the picture he was shown. Now all they have to do is find that Ford F-150.
Yeah, that nigga tall as shit. He cooked.
Thanks to another lead, they're closing in.
Oh.
Day 6, the owner of a car wash in Indiana noticed something strange. A Ford F-150 had been parked in one of the cleaning bays for an unusual amount of time, and he suspects this vehicle has been abandoned. Unfortunately, this is before a search was initiated for the truck, but something's still not right. This pickup truck is far too nice to have been dumped by anyone sane. The owner quickly grew suspicious. In order to find out, he checks out the car wash surveillance footage.
Smart.
What he finds will help the cops finally capture their two fugitives. That's Casey getting out of the pickup. And he's
Tall
acting
ass.
very strangely. He's waiting for Vicky, and she's in that car driving just out of shot. When Casey gets in the new vehicle, leaving their pickup and driving off, the owner knows they're up to no good.
Oh.
It's 911.
There's a truck been sitting in my bay since yesterday at 3 o'clock. I looked at my cameras and the guy's kind of suspicious. It's a Ford F-150 four-door truck.
And that's a good truck too.
I've got him on camera.
The next day,
Brand
cops
new?
arrive at the car wash and initiate a search of the truck.
The returns to the Dodge.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I mean.
That man had a body armor. What else?
With nothing to go off of, the cops quickly leave the scene and the pickup is towed away. It takes 4 days for this vital lead to get back to detectives, but when it does, they drop everything and head straight to Evansville on day...
I'm gonna say he's cooked, bro. First of all, you tall as hell. Tattoo matches. I would have been wearing a long sleeve whole time. I'm not showing no tattoos, bro. And like for my height, 5'9", bro. Like I be alright. He's tall as hell, and you in a city like that, ain't that much. There's not a lot of tall people. Your ass is fried.
Day 10 of the hunt. They're due to arrive at the car wash at 9 a.m., but fail to show up on time, frustrating the car wash owner so much that he takes matters into his own hands and calls the local press.
So then, 9:30, they're not here. So I said, I get on the phone to Fox News. I said, y'all want a story? Yeah, we like the story. I said, I got one. So I got a convict over at my car wash. I got him on camera. He said, you talking about the one in Kentucky? I said, no, I'm talking about the one in Alabama with the girl.
Ooh.
Okay, we'll be right there. They showed up. They got there 10 minutes before the marshals.
U.S. Marshals arrive during the media frenzy, and when they take a look at the surveillance footage, they realize they found the car Vicky and Casey could still be driving.
Ooh.
Cadillac, and one that Vicky and Casey think is completely unknown to the cops. It seems like their days on the run are numbered. But even
So they thought they good. They found their ass.
they come up with nothing. And the cops are starting to realize their fugitives could be anywhere in the country. But as it turns out, they're closer to home than anyone thinks.
Idiot. I would not be nowhere near my state. I would not be nowhere in VA, DC. I would have been nowhere DC, fucking PA. I'm not nowhere over there, bruh. Hell nah. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone.
Back in Evansville on day 11, a cop is on his way home from a long shift when he sees a familiar-looking vehicle.
That Cadillac.
The Motel 41. It looks like the same Cadillac from the car wash, and he hastily takes down the license plate. The problem is, the license plate of the Cadillac seen at the car wash was never seen.
I
so
can't
they have no way of knowing.
I can't see that shit.
But they do have the license plate of the recovered F-150. So, grasping at straws, they decide to run that through their license plate reader, and when they do, they strike gold. Several traffic cameras have picked up the F-150, and following it in nearly every shot is a Cadillac.
Oh, Vicky, Casey.
Right in front of
Y'all better be looking good and orange together.
The cops have found their fugitives. All they have to do now is bring them in.
Alright.
Deputy marshals find strategic positions around the motel. They're all in plain clothes and unmarked vehicles, hoping to be as covert as possible. But while the cops surround them, Vicky and Casey are in room 150 watching the TV.
Room 150.
Right as the discovery of the Ford F-150 hits the news. The plan was to bring Vicky and Casey in quietly, but before they get a chance to put their plan into action, Vicky walks out of the hotel room and throws a bag into the Cadillac. She's followed by Casey, and even though they're in disguise, there's no mistaking Casey White's massive.
Nick, exactly. That nigga tall as shit. Big as hell. And then you got this short little lady right next to you. Oh, nah, nigga, you cook.
Casey gets behind the wheel,
You is
and the Cadillac takes off. The cops' plan has been completely foiled once again, but they've got a backup. They're going to follow them and try to box them in to avoid a confrontation. But before they get a chance, they realize they've been spotted. Casey turns onto US Highway 41 and hits the accelerator, taking the cops on a chase across traffic.
Oh, shit!
He manages to make a break for freedom by driving straight through an open field. And around the same time, police dispatch receives a call from none other than Vicky herself, and it gives you an idea of how terrifying this chase really is.
God. Airbags are going on. Get out.
A police vehicle forces Casey to drive straight into a ditch, and this pursuit is brought to a sudden halt. But it's far from over, as cops know the pair are armed and could open fire at any point in some kind of Bonnie and Clyde inspired shootout.
No bullshit. Bonnie and Clyde! Idiot. Yeah, y'all cook. We got you. Drag their ass out that bitch.
Please, check him out. It's not my wife. She's that's the best woman in the world right there.
I bet she is, Casey.
Please, that's the best woman in the world. Vicky, I'm so sorry, baby. I'm so sorry, baby.
I'm so sorry, baby.
The world don't deserve it. She don't. When she's herself, it ain't me. But y'all ain't gonna believe me. I'm gonna say I killed her. Just like y'all say I killed everybody else.
Finally, after 11 days, the manhunt has come to an end, and they've got Casey unharmed in handcuffs. But Vicky met a much more devastating end. Just 2 weeks ago, she was an upstanding member of society, an esteemed prison officer respected by those around her. Now, she's a fugitive, laying in a criminal's stolen car, conscious, but with devastating injuries.
Oh, she shot herself. Damn! But she still got it in her hand. Oh, fuck no. I ain't trust this shit. She still got the gun in her hand? Oh, fuck no.
Well, I think we can get the gun.
Yeah, get that shit first.
These little open. Good idea. We got cover? Yeah. It's opening. It's opening. You got me? I'm gonna go for the gun first. Alright, put me up. Alright, I got it.
She's been shot in the head, and Casey claims she took her own life. When cops get a better look, they find her finger is still on the trigger of the gun. Later that day, Vicky was pronounced dead in a nearby hospital. We'll never really know what the two had planned for their life together after their escape. Whether they wanted to go off the grid and settle down, or live the rest of their lives on the run. Well, it turns out, Casey never planned to keep Vicky around at all. He described her as a liability, and someone that didn't have the mind for this sort of thing. It's likely that she would have been ditched shortly after this point, or killed by Casey anyway, as he was found guilty of first-degree prison escape and
her ass was cooked either way. Rather they find her or this nigga kills her and just dished out on her. She cooked on the run. Cooked, bruh.
Man. He'll be 98 years old before he gets a chance.
God, level 98? Ooh.
So this terror of a man will likely be off the streets until the day he dies.
Well, ain't that something? She's on her Bonnie and Clyde shit because her life was bored. Took this nigga, went on the run for like 11 days. Y'all niggas stayed in the area. Stupid. And then y'all got caught and you shot yourself in the head because you know your ass is gonna be cooked. God damn. But anyways though, man, thank y'all for watching, man. Vicky, you dumb. Lordy Jesus. Vicky, you so sticky. But anyways, thank y'all for watching. You already know what time it is, man. It's always showtime when I'm on the screen. And I'll see y'all in the next video, man. I'm out. Peace.